Tara Moore, British tennis player, handed 4-year doping ban. British tennis player Tara Moore has been handed a 4-year anti-doping sanction despite previously being cleared of any wrongdoing. Moore, 32, was provisionally suspended after testing positive for the anabolic steroids Boldenone and Nandrolone following a tournament in Colombia in April 2022. An independent tribunal, 19 months later, ruled that Moore bore no fault or negligence in December 2023. However, before the International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, could appeal that decision, the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, intervened. CAS on Tuesday confirmed that it has ruled in the ITIA's favor, upholding its appeal, dismissing a counter-appeal from Moore, and imposing a 4-year ban from the sport on her, minus the time previously served under provisional suspension. Moore, previously Britain's #1 ranked doubles player, will now not be eligible to play again until the beginning of the 2028 season. For the ITIA, every case is considered according to the individual facts and circumstances, ITIA Chief Executive Officer Karen Morehouse said. Our bar for appealing a first-instance decision is high, and the decision is not taken lightly. In this case, our independent scientific advice was that the player did not adequately explain the high level of nandrolone present in their sample. Today's ruling is consistent with this position. We understand that players and their support teams may have questions about this decision, and we will answer these fully once we have reviewed the details of the ruling. Moore recorded an adverse analytical finding from a sample collected during the Copa Calcinitas tournament in Bogotá in April 2022. She argued that the presence of Boldenone and Nandrolone in her sample must have been caused by the consumption of beef and/or pork while in Colombia. CAS revealed in publishing the verdict on Tuesday that the ITIA had filed an appeal against the tribunal's ruling in January 2024, before the appeal was heard in March of this year. After reviewing the scientific and legal evidence, the majority of the CAS panel considered that the player did not succeed in proving that the concentration of nandrolone in her sample was consistent with the ingestion of contaminated meat, the court said in a media release publicizing the verdict. The panel concluded that Ms. Moore failed to establish that the ADRV, anti-doping rule violation, was not intentional. The appeal by the ITIA is therefore upheld, and the decision rendered by the independent tribunal is set aside. The cross-appeal filed by Ms. Moore was declared inadmissible. Doping has been a highly contentious issue for the sport in recent months following the positive tests and subsequent bans served by men's world #1 Jannik Sinner and 4-time French Open women's champion Iga Swiatek. Both players went on to win their respective singles titles at Wimbledon last weekend.